wing of the plane that was in flames. It had taken out like 5 cars with it. I looked all around me and there was just fire, and I didn't know whether I should drive out because I'd be driving right into fire. I got out of my car, got back into my car. Basically, I didn't know where to go.
Tonight marks 36 years since the deadliest plane crash in Michigan, killing everyone on board but a small child. Family members have lost loved ones, and a first responder remembered the tragedy of Flight 255 tonight. Thank you for joining us for CBS News Detroit at 11. I'm Jeff Skaversky.
I'm Shayna Humphreys. Northwest Airlines Flight 255 crashed shortly after taking off from Detroit Metro Airport back in 1987. 156 people were killed, including 2 people on the ground and everybody on board the plane except for a 4-year-old girl.
Flight 255 is the deadliest aviation disaster in U.S. history to have a sole survivor. One of the first responders who raced to the scene that night shares his story with our Terrell Bailey.
Any signs of life at all?
None that I could see. I didn't hear nobody screaming or crying.
An unbelievable and devastating incident unfolding nearly 4 decades ago. For some, August the 16th, 1987 is a day that sticks. Northwest Airlines Flight 255 heading to Phoenix crashed shortly after leaving the Metro Airport.
You know, the dispatcher said, we had a plane down, but we were thinking maybe it was just like a private plane. And then as soon as we, like I said, we went maybe a quarter of a mile, and you could see the cockpit under the belt.
The crash is considered the deadliest plane wreck in Michigan. 155 people were on board, all died but one. John Thede, a rookie fireman at the time, was just 21. He and others raced to the scene to find survivors.
There's a seat upside down, and we moved the chair and checked somebody underneath the chair. And then when we actually looked, a hand was coming out, an arm was coming out from the chair where she was in.
Thede and others ended up finding 4-year-old Cecilia Sheehan. She had been traveling with family. All the while, wreckage could be seen scattered throughout 94 and surrounding areas.
And then you see the devastation of just the plane and everything around it. I could still visualize a piece of luggage that was hanging off one of the utility poles.
When the plane crashed, 2 others perished on the ground, making the death toll 156. Each anniversary, family members attend a memorial near the scene of the wreck. They say it's a way to keep memories alive.
I know I could feel the presence, of her, from all this time, because she was an amazing person. So was my brother-in-law.
Following the crash, investigators spent days sifting through the wreckage to figure out what caused it. The National Transportation Safety Board ended up finding that human error played a contributing role. For first responders like Thede, he says he will forever remember the gassy smell that filled the air.
We couldn't even touch any of the people who perished with the warm temperatures there.
Since the crash, the survivor, Cecilia, has led a rather quiet life, but she still keeps in touch with the firemen who rescued her years ago.
And I actually went to her wedding in 2007 in Alabama. In fact, I just texted her. I just talked to her like probably a half hour.
Reporting in Romulus, I'm Terrell Bailey for CBS News, Detroit.